Ever scrolled through your music app and thought, wow, this algorithm knows me better than I know myself?
Right.
That's AI quietly at work, and it's just the tip of the iceberg, honestly.
Yeah.
Today, we're diving deep into the world of artificial intelligence, the amazing potential,
Mm.
and some of the real concerns that it's stirring up.
Absolutely.
You've sent us a really interesting mix of articles and notes on AI.
Yeah.
Seems like you're fascinated by the possibilities as much as the potential problems.
Yeah, absolutely. And we are right there with you.
It's a fascinating uh, area, and what's so striking is how AI is everywhere. It's not
Yeah.
some futuristic tech. It's in our daily lives in ways we don't even realize.
It really is. It's like
Uh,
it's gone from science fiction to just everyday reality almost overnight, hasn't it?
Yeah.
And speaking of mind-blowing, let's start with the good stuff.
Okay.
Your research highlighted some impressive advances in healthcare,
Right.
particularly this 2047 patient monitoring.
Yeah. One article even mentioned AI detecting sepsis hours before doctors picked up on it.
Yeah.
That kind of early intervention, it's life-saving potentially.
And that's really where AI shines, isn't it? When it can analyze these huge amounts of data
Mm-hmm.
and spot those subtle patterns that we as humans we might miss. It's like having this tireless assistant constantly looking for anything unusual.
Okay, that's impressive. But it goes beyond just healthcare, right? You also send us some stuff about AI's role in scientific discovery.
Absolutely.
Yeah,
Yeah,
this is where it gets really, really exciting, I think.
definitely. AI is changing the game in so many areas, medicine, climate science.
Mm-hmm.
For example, one article talked about how AI is being used to map and predict the effects of deforestation in the Amazon rainforest.
Okay.
Analyzing satellite images, environmental data, AI is helping us understand these ecosystems
Mhm.
in ways that we couldn't have imagined before.
Wow, that's incredible. It's like giving scientists the superpower
Yeah.
to see the unseen, right?
Yeah,
To understand these complex systems in a totally new way.
absolutely.
It's like we're on the verge of unlocking these incredible scientific mysteries
Yeah.
with AI as our guide, you know?
Yeah.
But amidst all this excitement, it's
Yeah.
also important to address the other side of the coin.
Mm.
Some of the articles you shared also go into the potential downsides of
Yeah.
AI, and frankly, some of them are pretty concerning.
Yeah, I think that's the key here, isn't it? We have this incredible potential,
Mm-hmm.
but like any powerful tool,
Yeah.
it comes with these challenges and responsibilities that we have to think about.
Right, and one of the big ones that kept coming up in the articles you sent is the
Yeah.
whole question of AI's impact on jobs.
Mhm.
We've all heard the concerns about robots replacing factory workers and such, but this seems to go way beyond that, doesn't it?
Absolutely, yeah.
Oh.
I mean, AI has the potential to really shake things up in industries that we haven't even fully grasped yet.
Right.
I think there was one study in your notes that really struck me,
Yeah.
predicting that by 2030, almost 30% of jobs today could be automated.
Wow.
Think about sectors like transportation, logistics,
Yeah.
even customer service facing massive shifts.
30%, that's a huge number. It
Yeah.
really makes you wonder,
Yeah.
what does that mean for the workforce of the future,
Right.
Will we be prepared for something like that?
That's the big question, isn't it? And there's not an easy answer.
Right.
But one thing is for sure, we really need to be thinking now
Mm-hmm.
about how we adapt to these changes,
Yeah.
not just as individuals, but as a society.
Mm-hmm.
Invest in education,
Right.
retraining programs, equip people with the skills to thrive in this new world.
It's like we need to be upskilling our workforce faster almost
Yeah.
than the technology itself is evolving.
Right, exactly.
It's not just job displacement though, is it?
No.
Yeah, some of the articles you shared also touch on this issue of AI and control, particularly when you start talking about things like autonomous weapons systems.
Right.
That's a whole other level of complexity, isn't it?
It really is, yeah.
Yeah.
As AI systems become more and more sophisticated,
Yeah.
capable of making their own decisions,
Yeah.
we have to really grapple with these ethical questions,
Mm.
especially in areas where you're talking about life or death.
It's like we're playing catch up in a way.
Yeah.
With the ethical considerations. We're so focused on what AI can do
Right.
that we forget to ask, should we even be doing this?
That's exactly it. Yeah. It's a conversation that we can't afford to ignore.
Mm-hmm. It's a lot to consider, but in your research, you also pointed out some
Hmm.
potential solutions, paths forward. And
Yeah.
one that I thought was really interesting was this idea of human-centered AI.
Right.
Can you talk about that a little bit?
Absolutely. Yeah.
Mm,
I think human-centered AI is really about shifting that perspective.
okay.
It's not about replacing us. It's about, you know, how do we empower people?
Mm-hmm.
How do we design these systems to help us make better decisions,
Yep.
to live better lives, to enhance what we're already doing?
So instead of AI taking over, it's more like AI working alongside us, almost
Exactly.
like a partner in a way.
Yeah, think about like a doctor using an AI diagnostic tool.
Mm-hmm.
The AI can analyze images, patient data,
Yeah.
give the doctor insights, potential diagnoses,
Mm-hmm.
but ultimately it's still the doctor who's making that final call, using their judgment, their experience.
That makes a lot of sense.
Yeah.
Like AI can handle the heavy lifting in a way
Hmm.
and free us up to focus on those things that require that human touch, right?
Yeah, exactly. The creativity,
It's
the
like that.
empathy, the complex problem solving.
And and that can be applied to so many different fields, right?
Absolutely. Yeah.
It's not just healthcare.
No, no, not at all.
You could have architects using AI to design better cities.
Right, more sustainable cities.
Teachers personalizing education for every student.
Exactly.
I mean, the possibilities are kind of endless when you think about it that way.
It's really exciting when you start to think about it like that.
It really is. It's like we're on the edge of this whole new era almost.
Yeah.
One where humans and AI are working together to solve these big problems that we're facing.
Yeah, and I think that's where,
But
yeah,
to get there, we need to be really thoughtful
absolutely.
about how we develop this technology.
We need those guidelines, the
Mhm.
ethical frameworks in place.
Mhm.
We need to keep having these conversations
Yeah.
to make sure AI is used responsibly.
Right, right. For the benefit of everyone, not just a select few.
Exactly.
Well, it's been a fascinating dive into the world of AI. We've explored the incredible potential, some of those really complex questions. We
Hmm.
talked about everything from AI and healthcare to these autonomous weapons systems and everything in between.
It's a big topic.
As we kind of wrap up here, what are your final thoughts
Yeah.
for our listeners as they continue to learn about this rapidly changing field?
I would say approach AI with a sense of curiosity.
Okay.
Keep asking those critical questions
Mm-hmm.
and engage in these conversations.
Yeah.
The future of AI is not, it's not set in stone.
Mm-hmm.
It really depends on the choices we make today.
So true. Well, this deep dive has given us all a lot to think about, that's for sure.
Yeah.
Listener, we hope you found this exploration of AI as fascinating as we did. And
Mhm.
remember, this is just the beginning. Keep asking those questions, stay informed,
Absolutely.
and who knows, maybe you'll be the one developing the next groundbreaking AI that changes the world.
Definitely. The possibilities are endless.
Thanks for joining us for this deep dive.